Okay, now my next few questions about you, specifically you, Chintan. Like,
Oh,
you have recently started learning guitar, and you are more interested in, growing plants and everything you have at home. What all these things, teach you and that you apply in your real life, or how does that help you?
so uh, a couple of years
Mm-hmm.
back as well, I planned of learning guitar. So as a human, everybody keeps on changing every minute, right? There is a sort of childishness in everyone, and
Mm-hmm.
then you nurture that into becoming a more of an adult and mature thing. So earlier, when I thought of really playing a guitar, what I had imagined is some rock star really rocking on his guitar on a stage with hundreds of audience, and then fire coming out of his guitar, and that sort of
Mm-hmm.
that's really not the case, and that kind of thought process is not sustainable. What I have learned from
Mm-hmm.
uh, learning guitar is string instruments are extremely hard to play. It
Mm-hmm.
requires a lot of hard work and commitment,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to be in love with the process rather than the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
So at this age, if I started, I'm not sure if I would be an expert guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
But what I get from my daily 1 hour session with my guru
Mm-hmm.
is priceless.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the process you need to really fall in love with is what I've
Mm-hmm.
learned, rather than imagining some glamorous outcome,
Mm-hmm.
because the glamorous outcomes are sort of a shallow thing to me. I think the process is richer in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with plants as well,
Mm-hmm.
it's about always believing that there are
Mm-hmm.
tons and tons of gods and religious and beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's just one incident, if I may share,
Mm-hmm.
about a thing that I had read in one very famous Gujarati book. So Jai Vasavada is a very well-known personality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had written a book, Jai Shri Krishna, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So in that, he was logically explaining that why Krishna is his favorite god,
Okay.
right? He was explaining that.
Mm-hmm.
And what he said is that if we bring back all gods, then they would probably tell us or give us the same messages that they used to give centuries back. And those messages are cryptic. There is the essence of whole life in those messages, but we as humans of later centuries are really not capable to decode those messages.
Mm-hmm.
With Krishna, it's different. He thinks, Jai Vasavada thinks that Krishna is unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
And he always tries to solve the problem at hand,
Mm-hmm.
explain the solution in the language that the listeners understand. That's the character of Krishna that he loves the most, and that's why it makes him his favorite god.
Okay.
Right? So that's the incident that I read in the book. And then I thought that what really is a god. So if I start looking around, then I find a lot of sense of purpose when I am watering my plant. It keeps me busy. It keeps me away from any other thoughts which are not really healthy for me. Right? So that is exactly my god. So as the process or as the time went by, I understood that connecting more and more with nature is beneficial to us as human beings, our mental health, our physical health. And that's why I tend to say always that nature around is my god. If I have to really worship somebody, I worship my plants every day by watering them. And while I water them, I breathe as a human, right? And the air that I exhale, it really goes onto the plant. And even though we may not believe or probably matter of laughter, but there is a science that when you exhale, your breath really goes onto the plants. They find that warmth, and they understand, they have this biological clock that this is the time of the day when I get this warmth every day. and they tend to, gradually identify you with that. There was a recent science experiment conducted where the plants were kept in a very silent zone, and there were sounds recorded. So it's believed that the plants really talk to each other, and they literally scream when they are not given water for a long time, or they are given extra sunlight, causing their leaves to burn. There are more noises. And when there is a cool, comfortable climate, there is a silence, but then there are intermittent noises, which makes us think that they might be talking to each other. Or some things, right? They might be burping with all the water they have drank. But it's life. That's nature, and I think it helps human beings in a lot of ways. And I believe nature is my God. So these are all the thoughts that I really get while playing guitar, while nurturing my plants, while playing with my pet. And I feel quite content doing all these things.
Nice. Great. Yeah. Okay, now totally different question, Chintan. Why you are not on LinkedIn?
I don't find that useful. LinkedIn is the new Facebook. I'm not on LinkedIn, I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Facebook. All of that has really not worked for me. Yeah, there's more. How could I really politely place this? Because the word going on in my mind was garbage. But there's more stuff that you cannot really use and put to. So LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn specifically, if you ask about that, it's for the people who want to really find some target and run to it. I look at some new technology being discussed or some new industry problem being discussed. There's a problem of traffic control, and I'm really excited about that problem. I want to really chase it. I get some pointers or directions, but that's about it. If I keep on scrolling, then I just get so many problems that I'm not capable of putting my attention to at the same time. So it's a overload of information, and I don't really consider that sort of media to be good for mental health.
Okay.
So I don't like scrolling through LinkedIn or staying connected. I probably drop back to the old-fashioned way. WhatsApp is inevitable, but just call if you are just looking for connections and talk for a couple of minutes. But being connected on LinkedIn has really I don't know what value it really provides.
Right. Yeah. Okay, my next question is about, so whatever the success that you have got so far, whom you would like to give the credit for?
Everything, everywhere. I am too small of a person to even account all the contributions that I have had, making me what I am right now. I don't know about success. Right. But I have a lovely family. I am quite peaceful at mind. I am doing what I love to do. If that is success, then yes, I am successful. So I think everyone, I couldn't really account. It would not be fair to name few people and not others, but everybody have really played a part in making me what I am today.
Right.
Even that person who did not know me at the Dadar station did not even know that from my hostel's terrace, I was just looking at him, how he was really preparing tea for all of his customers. He did not know me, but all the thoughts that I had gotten while staring at his profession are also contributing to who I am as a person. So you get the point, right? There is incredible amount of things going around you which you cannot really account for, and just be grateful about what has all of that done for you.
Absolutely, yeah. Right. Okay, and my last couple of questions. One was about the self-talk, which you explain it in different questions and all. But then other thing is like loving yourself. How important it is.
I think
Yourself, yeah.
everyone really needs to love themselves in a way. I think this
or what
word,
are the different ways to love yourself? Yeah,
just do what you feel like doing is what I would say. You feel like taking a cold shower and singing something, just don't be scared or shy to become a bathroom singer. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people will put up with your poor singing. That's okay. But I think, yeah, being able to just do what you what makes you feel good is good enough to say that I am loving myself. Yeah, because I feel it's a gift that. Do you see any animals really thinking and reasoning like humans do?
Yeah.
No, right?
No.
This is a gift, actually, getting this form of life, and I think just appreciating that gift is kind of loving oneself. So,
yeah,
yeah.
I understand. Yeah, it's because I like that idea of loving yourself, because it's extremely important, right? And I think everything starts from there, and so I agree. Yeah. Okay, so now we are going to close our conversation, but the last part, which I do with every guest, is do a quick round of tapping. So the tapping, right? So tapping is mainly for a stress relieving. As such, in our conversation in our life, we don't have much stress, but just to you talked about love and all, right? So I was thinking we can do a quick round of tapping on with a positive affirmation, which is like, I expand my ability to love, right? And affirmation doing with tapping directly goes to the mind, and eventually it will work, not immediately, but it has the potential. So can we do that simple tapping? You can just follow me with the affirmation that I will speak. So the first point will be eyebrow point, and you can tap with the first two fingers, something like this.
Okay.
Right? Okay. I expand my ability to love.
I expand my ability to love.
Side of the eye point. I expand my ability to love.
Expand my ability to love.
Under the eye point. I expand my ability to love.
I expand my ability to love.
Under the nose, I expand my ability to love.
I expand my ability to love.
Under the chin point, I mean here, I expand my ability to love.
I expand my ability to love.
The collarbone, I expand my ability to love.
I expand my ability to love.
And the other point is armpit, along the rib cage. I expand my ability to love.
I expand my ability to love.
And the last point is top of the head, like a monkey. I expand my ability to love.
I expand my ability to love.
Now deep breathe in and out. So I think you gave me the idea of you mentioned about love in one of the conversation in what we discussed, but then I thought of, let's do this, because you have, I think, immense capacity to understand people and love them. So I thought to expand more and more. So that was the idea. Thank you so much, Chintan, for this interview. I mean, I enjoyed a lot. learned so many things, and once the video will be out there, I think people will learn a lot. I'll put your Instagram account there, so people can reach out to you.
Right? Sure. Yeah. So, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I hope this really goes well, and it basically helps whoever is looking for it. So
absolutely, Chintan. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.